Welcome to and welcome back to my subscribers to the Twin Flame Divine Love reading for October 4th through the 11th, 2017. I hope you all are doing well as we're stepping into some extreme energies here, I think, and kind of, what they're giving me is kind of like a deja vu here. So all those karmic energies that have been released, we're getting this whole idea of kind of like a reset button that we're able to go back now to a place where things went wrong. And what are we going to do now? It's all coming back right now to that point. It's a do-over. It's a point of, I wish I, would have known then what I know now. Well, we do now. And how are we going to do it differently? Are we going to do it differently? Or are we going to stay in the same energies and react to these karmic things in the same ways we have? So we're being given this chance to take a deep breath and say, oh my gosh, this is happening again. But how can I do it differently now that I have the knowledge that I have? How can I step into these energies and clear this karmic path? By making different decisions, possibly, realizing how we reacted back then and what we could have done to make it better. Because I'm sure we all have sat there many times saying, I wish I would have done this, or I wish I would have done that. Well, this week, we're getting that chance. These energies we're stepping into with this full moon on the 5th, we're getting that chance. I didn't even really look up the full moon until I already got all these messages. And it fits perfectly with the energy surrounding that. And I'll explain that during the moon reading. You'll get this week right after this one. So for the twins that have already met in the 3D and things had all these karmic issues go on and they took different paths, the runner and then the chaser and all the things that have gone on there, for those twins, these things are going to come up again. What were these issues that pushed you to run, to chase, and push away even more? How are you going to do it differently? Are you going to do the same things, or did you learn a different way of approaching this? For those that are in a relationship within your union, but not in union yet, because none of us are truly within union yet, to the level that is needed, there's still always working through things. To those, it's dealing with issues that are going to come up that are based on karmic energies of things that have happened in the past within relationships in general, and how are you going to deal with that differently? It's almost like you don't want to bring your past into this situation. So if that's been going on in your relationship, this is the karmic stuff to clear. No more taking things out on your counterpart that had nothing to do with them somewhat. And also for those in a relationship, it's also dealing with, since you're in this relationship, balancing out those masculine and feminine energies within the masculine, within the feminine becoming a little more feminine, allowing the masculinity of masculine, right? Because some of these problems may have been that the masculine in your relationship was not being masculine enough. Well, now that the feminine is relinquishing that control and that energy, it's time for the masculine to step up and step into that a bit more for this week. And for those that you have not met your counterpart within the 3D, it is time for you to work more on the inner child. You're going to be brought back karmically to a place where you disconnected somewhat or judged your inner child, your inner being, your life purpose. And this is the time. Are you going to step into it, or are you going to walk away from it again? Okay, so those are the messages that I have been given for this week and the energy surrounding the moon. It's really strong. I went through it this past weekend. It's very strong. And you really kind of get to a point of, I thought we've come so far, but now I recognize, wait. They're giving me a chance to do it differently. Okay, we've gotten to this point now that we're getting this second chance to do it differently. It's fresh, it's new. Like I said, it's a reset button. We're going to that point of where it all went wrong and how can we do it differently. Kind of like Groundhog Day. Okay, so be aware of those energies surrounding you, that you can make this different. When it triggers you, sit in it and say, wait, what could I do differently that I didn't do then? Instead of getting all upset, like, why do I have to keep going through this? Well, guess what? It's giving you a chance to do it differently. Okay, so I am going to see what the divine wants us to know for the energies this week, right? So I'm going to still do the same spread of the masculine, separate from the feminine, and I'm going to do that union energy as well, because I felt it truly helped me last week to step up into those union energies when I was feeling somewhat vulnerable within the 3D situation. And it got me through, that's for sure. Where am I? Here. And it's okay, feminine, to get upset and to go through it and to even act out, because the masculine is understanding frustration more, because like I said, they have gone through the frustration now. They're getting to a frustrated energy as well. They're frustrated with their karmic situation and how it's holding them back in some ways. And so when we show our frustration even now and try to be somewhat not too volatile about it, but just discuss it, communicate it. And that's even in the 5D if you want to communicate that right now. But they're going to be more understanding of this because they've felt the frustration now and they understand where we're coming from. And they can be somewhat more supportive when we do get upset with them. Okay? So the basis of the relationship with love this week for the masculine is 4 of Fire. Contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. Very nice for them. So they're definitely planting that passion in their moment within this relationship. They're realizing more and more about the feminine and how much she means to them and the passion they have for them. Even though we know, like I said, it's going to take some time with this karmic energy, and the feminine's even going through it as well within the union relationship. So even though the masculine's going through it within the 3D relationship and the things around him, the feminine's going through it within the union energies of what went on within your union. Okay, so they're having contentment and peace and abundance through our relationship and union with them this week. And the successful completion of the project, meaning stepping more away from any of that karmic situation that's not helping them. And for the, oops, I forgot to put down the feminine, sorry. I get so flighty. All these messages are coming through my head. So let me put the feminine down. See, all right, another message came to me. That feminine, try more so to be within understanding the masculine. Because look, I did this and I put the masculine alone. So where are we, feminine? Where are we with our masculine? Are we sending that loving energy? Are we being there for him instead of being too upset? Also, I was given the message that, yeah, we are working on ourselves, still feminine. Okay? So to not pay attention so much to, oh my gosh, union, but more so, okay, we have time, let me work a little bit more on here and there, especially with these karmic energies. How can I do this differently? Instead of pushing it, how can I do this differently? Take a step to realize, what can I do differently now that I've been given this chance again to start it over? So for the feminine, the basis of the relationship with love this week is unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you, a spiritually minded community. All right. So once again, let's help one another when all this karmic energy comes up. Keep our vibration strong, but also do the right thing. What is the right thing? A new approach to the situation. A new approach to the masculine. A new approach when all these energies come up. Try to step into a new approach. I know very quickly you just want to run and do the same things you did. Stay within it, because this is our chance to truly start over and change it. And so the past energies for the masculine to be aware of is King of Water. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. Woo, I can't read today. My contacts are a little dry. All right. So trustworthy, compassionate, respected. These are the past energies that are surrounding the masculine, which is very positive energies. Having an open heart and mind to what's going on around him. So he's still having that open heart. He's allowing it to come to his brain for decisions, right? heartfelt advice coming from the divine. Heartfelt advice, meaning he's going with his heart, taking the advice from his heart. So this is this continued energy, which is great. And he's stepping into that very strong energy of it because it's the king, right? King of emotion. So he's in control more of the emotion in a positive way. He's allowing the emotion to take control so he can make those decisions. So that's those past energies he stepped into and he's holding on to. So for the feminine past energies to be aware of, Ace of Spring. It's time to take action. Be fearless and happily pursue your most treasured dreams, amazing career opportunities. So this is what's been coming to us and it's going to continue to be there. So for both of us, we have these positive energies from our past still being there for us to be aware of and to, use, right? Nice. And so for the present energies for the masculine to be aware of this week surrounding him, 10 of Air. The end of a difficult situation, embrace the change and expect things to get better now. Recovering from an addiction. Yes, recovering from any type of comfort you had within the karmic situation, but it wasn't good for you, but you were just used to it. Right? So it's the end of a difficult situation, moving forward, embracing the change, expecting and realizing things are going to get better and expecting them to get better. So being way more positive about things getting better, walking away from all this karmic stuff and realizing, going within the heart and realizing the feminine is the right place to go, the place to be. So if the feminine has a little bit of energy going toward the masculine of when this karmic stuff is going on, that she's getting upset and she's going to react the same way, the masculine's not going to get upset or run. He's going to stay in his masculine energy, ground it and stay within so the feminine can still be positive within this union and make the right choices and do those things that need to be changed with the situation. So when all this karmic stuff is going on, the masculine's going to be the strength this week to say, all right, feminine's freaking out. On the 5D especially, they're going to feel some sort of, but we're going to do things differently, right, feminine? Because our present energies to be aware of are 7 of Autumn. Have patience and don't worry. See? Have patience with yourself. At first, you're still probably going to have the same reaction, but don't worry about it. Step into the positive reaction. Take time to rest and plan your next step, right? That's what I'm saying. Take a step back. Realize, I'm loving these messages they gave to me because we can now realize, whoop, should I react that way? Now I know. No, I want a different reaction. I want a different outcome, don't we? So let's react differently. Even if we do at first get a little upset and have that energy, I'm telling you, the masculine's going to be there and he's going to be strong and he's not going to take it personally so much. Take time to rest and plan your next steps. A prudent investment of time or money. Still, good investment that we're doing. We're still investing in the union. We're still investing in our masculine and ourselves. And so the future energies that the masculine should be aware of is very beautiful. Justice. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Yes, for the feminine. Coming into abundance, getting that justice, planning all those things in the 3D, and realizing, yes, I can do this. This is definitely masculine strength. Making the right decisions for the right reasons. Fair and just decisions. And standing up for them. And it's Arcana, right? So this is what they're stepping into when they go through all this week. So the feminine to be aware of for future energies. 6 of Winter. Positive changes are on the way. Their way. A welcome relief from troubled times. Traveling or relocating. Yeah. Going to a better place, right? Traveling away from the past decisions we made, making better ones with all this karmic energy. And it's on the way. We know that the positive change is going to be there because we're going to be doing things differently. A welcome relief from troubled times. All the troubles that we're going through this week, we will be able to step out of. We're going to make a different decision because we are educated now. We now know now what we wish we would have known then. Well, we know it. So let's do this. Let's do it the right way. And let's get our better outcome. And what energies might be holding us back in the 3D for the masculine to be aware of? The High Priestess. Listen to your intuition. Have patience. Consider carefully what you want before acting. taking hold of these energies within the union is the number 2. So using those union energies and listen to the intuition more and having patience enough to do so, to consider what you truly desire before acting. So they're having some of those issues within the karmic situation as well. What's coming to me is that we're having to decide how to do things differently in the union, which they are too, because they're going to stand stronger and not necessarily run away when they feel us being upset with the situation. But they're also going to be doing things differently within their 3D karmic situation. Focus on that, masculine. Do things differently. It's all coming up to us now. It's starting all over. So what was going on for you? How can you make decisions, different decisions, and knowing that it is coming to you? Those different decisions are there, and you will be making them because it's an arcana, and know that that is there for you, right? So what might be holding the feminine back in the 3D? The Chariot. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline. Celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So this is really a part of it. Like I said, you celebrate realizing if you do things differently, you will accomplish a different outcome. The outcome you might possibly want. Now, do we know exactly what to do? No, but we can use our intuition and ask the divine to help us move forward in this. Knowing that if we have this self-discipline, right, the self-discipline to not react in the same way we did before, we will have these accomplishments and we can celebrate them. Being in the spotlight, yes, I got a lot of energy of being paid attention to, and it was difficult for me once again. When we step into our true divine feminine, there's a lot of energy that goes out there, and this bright light that attracts people and attracts other men as well. And so feminine in the past, we've become a little upset about all that, but in order for us, like I've been trying to explain, in order for us to truly manifest and to create, it's through the sacral chakra. It's through that divine passion and energy. And so it is important for us to put it out there, but we also know we have the ability to say no, thank you. We can receive whatever we want, and the things we do not want to receive, because we've had troubles in the past with boundaries, we now have those boundaries and we are protected by the divine. So we know this now. So whatever goes on, we can take care of it and still love ourselves, not thinking something's wrong with us, that we're attracting these things, and realizing we're putting out that energy. We will attract all these things, but we can pick and choose what we desire in order to move forward. So we're going to be in the spotlight. We're going to be getting a lot of attention, but we know now we can pick and choose whatever it is we desire to receive, both arcana. So these are strong energies that are going on in our 3D to be aware of. That, listen to your intuition, masculine, and let it come in, and then react to situations during this karmic time. And for the feminine to realize, okay, maybe, yes, we've put those energies out there, because when we meet our counterpart, it just opens up all that energy, and it opens up our light, and opens up our sacral chakra. So yeah, other people are going to be coming at us for wanting that energy, but we know to keep it within the union and to put it out there in order to manifest. That's how we use it. This is how we know now, feminine, this week, use that energy to attract the things you want, while knowing you have the boundary, and the divine will repel any of those things you do not wish to have. And so the positive action for the masculine to take this week, 5 of Earth. Fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So, yeah, release any of these fears you have around your abundance, masculine, and accept help from others like the divine. Realize it's there for you. Accept help from your heart, and truly, in the 3D, accepting help from others. Because right now, you're uncertain about just being within your power, yourself, while all this karmic energy is flying around you. So you can accept help from others. The divine's saying they're going to put the right people in your path, including the feminine, if you're in contact. And you're a little uncertain right now, but get stronger in that. Feed upon the union energies, what we will see, and then your divine masculine energies. Whenever becoming uncertain about yourself, feed on that divine masculine energy you've been stepping into. And for the feminine, for the positive action for her to be aware of this week is 5 of Spring. Once again, here we go. Opposing goals arising from differing opinions, feeling at odds with yourself or others, overly ambitious people. So like I keep saying, for this week, you're going to struggle with yourself because you're going to want to react like you did because you're like, forget this is happening again. No, think of it as an opportunity to react differently and see what the outcome is. Okay? That's your positive action. Positive action. Recognizing, all right, you're having this inner turmoil because you've been through it before. Why does this keep happening? Why do I have to put up with it? And you say, wait, I'm going to do this differently. And to be specific with you, if other men are coming to you, trying to offer you things that you don't feel your masculine's been giving to you, it's a time for you. Maybe in the past you thought, well, maybe he's better, and you went with that person or tried it. I mean, in the past, it didn't work. It's not working out. You realize better now. So it's a time for you to once choose your masculine, choose the union. So no matter what's coming at you of, I'll do this for you and give you that. And we get like, oh, geez, he wants to do all this. Why doesn't my masculine? Well, it's a time for you to say, no, thank you. I have what I want. No, thank you. I have what I want. Other than if it's something that, is of good to you that there's no strings attached, you may receive. But if it's someone who's trying to be in a relationship with you by offering you things, you can say, no, thank you. I have what I want, knowing you have your masculine already and you have the union already. So what the masculine might do this week to help move things forward is Queen of Fire. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. This is pretty much self-explanatory. Okay, having that passion, stretching it out, putting it out there. Don't underestimate yourself. Realize your divine masculine energy is there, and it is part of your passion. It's part of your sacral chakra. Tap into it. You'll be more independent from those karmic energies and come up with more creative ideas to move forward. And for the feminine, be aware of to help move forward, Justice. Look at that. We're both getting the Justice card. Realize that there will be justice. Take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end. Fair and objective decisions. This is what I'm saying. We will make a different decision and we will win in the end. We will get that outcome. Realizing this. So we're both getting this Justice card. So this is our positive. This is the thing that can help us move forward this week. Feminine, realizing. Review the details carefully. Figure out what you did in the past and how you want to do it differently. And we'll win in the end. Keep going. Right? Keep going, because for the masculine, for this week, the future energies is heat stepping into that. So if we do this, he's stepping. Now it's showing us, right, how quickly they are coming up behind us, how quickly these things are coming together, and why it's so important, no matter what goes on in that 3D with the illusion, to really stay within knowing this is what you want, this is what you can have. It's all coming to us. Like I said, we're always being tested. And the more you feel upset about the situation, the closer you are, because they really want to test your faith at that point. Okay? So what the divine is surrounding the masculine with this week, 4 of Air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So they're trying to get them to calm the brain, calm the mind. And the 4 of Air, getting out of the brain so much and more heart-centered and more in that sacral chakra of that divine masculine energy. Okay? So take a rest. They're helping them take a rest with all that brain chatter and control and ego, and helping them be more heart-centered and sacral chakra so they can manifest the things they want. Nice. So what the divine is surrounding the feminine with this week, another arcana, and it's a beautiful one, everyone. The Sun, the union, plans that work out perfectly, amazing ideas that lead to rewards and commendations, gratitude for the blessings of life. So yes, realize this is a blessing that we're getting poked at again in a certain way so we can react in a different way for this union. Keep choosing the union. No matter what comes at you, choose your masculine, choose your masculine, choose the union. Because it's going to work out perfectly this time. It's going to be so much better when we make a different decision. With these amazing ideas, we'll have rewards and commendations if we keep choosing this path. And have gratitude for the blessings in life. And one of our blessings is our counterpart. One of our blessings is this journey, even though it is painful, most painful at times, and most frustrating at times. Be grateful for it. So show some gratitude. And what they're saying to me as well is they are grateful we're going through this. So they want to have us keep going and stay open to receive the things they want to give to us since we've worked so hard. They're giving the masculine some time off from being so in his head and judgmental and upset with himself, right? Because at some point we are probably going to put that energy on him because we're going to be coming back to what happened in the past. So let that go, feminine, so they can get that rest and realize, no, go within. They're a beautiful, beautiful being on this path. And they want us to have gratitude. They want to give us the gratitude that we deserve for saying, hey, we're grateful you're doing this. And we say we're grateful to be on this path because we realize that we will have blessings, many blessings coming through. Right? So the outcome energy to be aware of this week for the masculine. Queen of Water, more emotion, relationships develop to a new level, trust your intuition, care for yourself and others. Once again, this is self-explanatory. So the outcome is once he comes through all of this and is stepping into his justice, right? And having more of being the king of water and having more control with the emotions being more in control of the head because they're giving him time of rest with that head, right? He's coming to relationships develop to a new level. Within the union, trusting their intuition now and caring for who they are and for the feminine. Being more caring toward the feminine, sending that energy out there, and also others within these karmic situations. It's never helpful to put out negative energy toward any one of these karmic situations. Like I've said in the past, everyone was there to learn. They've helped you learn. We take whatever positive we can from it and get rid of that negativity and move forward. So this is helping them to be less upset with the karmic energies, which will also help them move forward quicker. Okay? Because it's not attaching onto them and holding them down anymore. They can see, okay, this is what I've learned, and let me step forward. So the outcome energies for the feminine this week, 2 of Summer. Falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone. Forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up. Your relationship can be healed. Perfect, right? What I've been saying. We step into this if we make a different decision and move on a different path. Okay? Groundhog Day. We're in the midst of Groundhog Day. So, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, which I said, keep choosing the masculine. He will step more into his divine masculine energy, therefore being more of what you desire, with what people might be trying to give to you now, right? Here's what you're going to get what you desire from him. Because how many times you stand there and say, gosh, I wish he would want to do this. Well, guess what? Keep repelling these other people, and he will step into that for you. Your relationship can be healed, and it can be different and the way you want it to be. So let's now go on to what are the union energies surrounding us that we can just hold on to and bring into the 3D if we start really getting upset or wavering from our union. I totally used them this past week for that strength. When things seem to be all around and kind of falling apart and not knowing, I just kept stepping into that union strength to keep going. Right? So, the basis of the relationship with love this week within the union energies, 9 of Raphael. Make a wish. Dreams become reality, a joyful time of life. Right? So we're working with Raphael. An end to any negativity or being upset around the whole situation within the 3D. It's all being healed. Just make that wish within the union energy. So whenever these things come up, Just start making your wishes within those union energies, because our dreams can become a reality, and realize that it's a joyful time of life because we're getting a second chance to make a better decision for this union and for having peace and abundance and realizing all this. And the past energies to be aware of within the union to help us this week. 2 of Gabriel. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. So these are past energies that are still here for us. So let's make those, bold, ambitious choices, the different choices to help us move along. And great progress is possible. Realizing this. Realizing there's great progress within our communication as well. So even if you get upset, feminine, and you're in touch with the masculine, you can voice that. But try to be gentle and compassionate about it. But you can voice it a little. You can. Because like I said, they're going to be a little more understanding because they've felt the frustration now. So you can voice that. So what the present energies to be aware of for the union? Justice. Wow. Okay. Can we get more justice? Fight for justice and equality. Ruling made in your favor. Don't give up. So this is what's going to help us keep going and not give up within the union energies, knowing that for this positive action over here, here it is, step into your union energies during this present moment. That will help you get this justice that's coming to us, and it'll help the masculine step into it in his future energies. So there it is, using the union for the idea of justice in our present right now this week. And for the future energies to be aware of, 4 of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Seek out other possibilities. So once again, step into this energy to help us in our future energies of other possibilities, making different decisions. Being aware of your emotions in the way of from now on in the future, if we get through this, we'll realize, okay, this is what's being triggered, but I don't have to step into that. I can step on my new path and treat the situation a different way, treat the masculine in a different way, treat your karmic energy masculine in a different way, right? So step in. We're going to use these union energies to help us seek out those better possibilities. And what might be holding us back in the 3D for the union energies? Knight of Raphael. Committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Okay, what this is saying to me, like I was saying to the feminine, if another guy comes around offering, he's trying to sweep you off your feet, right? Then it makes your heart flutter because, oh wow, I wish he would do that for me. What are we doing? We're remembering our committed romantic relationship and we're staying within it, right? And for the masculine is realizing the committed romantic relationship and letting yourself being swept off your feet. And let your heart flutter because you're going more into your intuition. That high priestess energy. Embrace that. Embrace the union. Embrace that high priestess energy. Yes, that this is a committed, beautiful relationship within this union. This is what I desire. Okay? So, positive action for the union to realize this week and step into and utilize. King of Ariel, your plans are working out very well. Professional and financial success, using resources wisely. So this is going to help us use our resources wisely, including our intuition to show us how we can make a different decision, how we can clear out all that karmic stuff, how we can be more caring toward the karmic people around us, for the masculine. And they're working out well. So whenever we get insecure about your plans, here it is. These fears surrounding money and the wisdom accept help from others. Step into these union energies of realizing your plans are working out very well, masculine, okay? Professional financial success. No more worries around the money. So anytime that happens, step into your masculine energy. And for these opposing goals, while we're going back and forth fighting about how we feel about what's going on, feminine, realize it's all going to work out. If we want it to work out well, we step into this energy and step out of our ego and make that decision from our heart. So, what the union energies can be to help us move forward this week? Oh, the star. a dream come true. Believe in yourself, the end of a difficult situation. So when we are having issues, once again, even believing in this justice, or, you know, the masculine having the strength to stretch their wings and have that passion and do all these things, step into these union energies of, yes, wishes coming true. Once again, is a dream come true, and believing in ourselves that we can do this time. Believe in our masculine and feminine energies and utilize them, okay? So when anything gets upsetting that we think this can't work out right, we can't have this justice feminine, step up into that union energy of dreams come true, wishes come true, we got this. And whenever you think, oh my gosh, can I really be within my passion, masculine, and stretch my wings and assert myself? Yes, get in that union energy of believe in yourself. All right, the energies that the divine surrounding us with within the union this week, the Magician. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. There you go. So they're surrounding us with the Magician energy. Starting over again in the way of press that reset button. Here it comes. These things are going to come back to us. How we can now we can manifest everything we want by doing things differently. What we need will magically appear, and realizing that, understand that the answers, if we ask for the answers, if we ask for help to react in a different way and take a different path, realize that that is there for us. This is what they're wanting to give us. Within this understanding that, yes, the union is there, and rest yourself from your mind. Take a step up and realize, number one, we're starting over. Okay. Now, what kind of 3D energies are surrounding us that we're going to navigate through? So the moon this week is in Aries, which is very fiery. So it really does coincide, because we may get a little upset. And ooh, I forgot this one. Sorry, y'all. Okay, what are the outcome energies within the union to realize? 7 of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. Wonderful. So this is what's in the union. The personal power is like I said, claiming our divine energies. And this is what's going to help us. This is the outcome. This is within in our union. It's there for us anyway. And then it's also within Gabriel, which is communication. So we've all kind of had some issues with communicating to one another and putting stuff out there more. And so if you get nervous about reaching out because you're feeling a little upset, feminine, step into that union energy right now. Have that confidence. Stand up for what you believe in, but do it in a nice way and kind of a different way. You can still say what you're going through and why you're feeling that way, but not blame the masculine for it. Okay? Because we know better now. We know about this journey. We know better that it's just karmic energy being cleared up. Something for us to deal with. And have confidence that that communication is going to be strong. Okay? All right. Now we're going to finish with the earth energies that we're dealing with this week. Come on. All right. Woo. Not going to force it. Okay, you want to go there and you want to go there. Well, we're getting 2 there. Okay, 2 for the outcome to be aware of. Because I am feeling these strong energies, as you know. So, basis of the relationship of love this week in the 3D energies. Lake, stillness. Yeah. I'm having a feeling that we just feel like, are things really moving? Are they really moving within the 3D? Now we're going to see all these things, and that's part of it, like I've said. It's moving. Realize it's moving, but we're going to be upset that we're stuck in the same energy we used to be in, but recognize it's a chance for us to make a different decision. Because all this is being healed. So make that wish so things can move forward within the 3D. Past energies to be aware of in the 3D surrounding us. Well, yes, breaking free. Like I said, we're going to break free from these things. We're going to break free from what we were stuck in that we kept reacting to. Now it's really going to be in our 3D, and we're breaking free of that. We're going in a different direction and breaking free from these past energies. And the present energies in 3D to be aware of. Harmony. More balance. Yes, within our divine energies, within our relationship with our counterpart. It's just more of a balance going on. Because we're stepping into that justice within the union energies, realizing, yeah, there can be harmony. And this is beautiful because it's in the 3D, so there's not going to be much fighting because we're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to get that ego in there and choose it and say, oh, I'm not doing this. And no, I wish I would have done this reading before because I kind of stepped into that. And this is how I got all these messages. But they do that with me. So I can give out the messages for all of you. But I stepped through it. I got through it. I'm doing good. So let's have this harmony in the 3D where everything's balancing out. And so the future energies to be aware of in the 3D. Wake up call. A wake up call to realizing the justice. Realizing that everything can work out. And that we are benefiting from making this different decision and going down this different path. And it's a wake-up call. There's the full moon. So a lot of things are going to be coming to us in the near future with this week that we're going to realize. And there's going to be a wake-up to the point of we will be on a different path. We will no longer be stuck from that first point of when we separated. That's going to be taken away if we make the different decisions. And we really communicate, feminine, how we're feeling and what those energies did to us back then. I mean, we can communicate it now. Just try it and if you're not in communication, it's in a 5D. If you're in a relationship, it's dealing with, this is what's coming up again for me. I'm not blaming you. I'm working through it. And let's do this together, okay? And for those that aren't within, 3D in any possible way, haven't met them yet, this is working with your inner child of your life purpose and feeling insecure about yourself and what you want to choose and having a little judgment on that, let all that go. How are you going to do it differently, how you treat yourself, and in turn, how you're going to treat the masculine when he does show up, okay? So what might be holding back 3D grounding issue for the 3D? Innocence, yes. Realizing the beauty and the innocence of all that's going on around you. That you're going to be learning from this and take on this new beginning. Realize it's a new beginning, that we're both innocent. We made these decisions, but we're innocent. We forgive, we wash it away, we start new. Even that karmic energy is around us and it's starting to push our buttons. We've forgiven, we're starting anew, right? And for positive action in the 3D synergy, yep, coming together, balancing out within our divine energies as well. So synergy, realizing we make better decisions, we come together, we have better communication, working together as well. I'm feeling there's going to be more communication where there is some, where you're going to be working together a little bit more. You're going to be talking more about your lives and working together more. And within, if you do have the relationship, that you're going to be opening up more about clearing out these karmic energies and being more truthful to one another and working through it without fighting and being good to yourself and in that inner child and having that forgiveness and moving forward for anyone who's not been in 3D to have this come forward and get into the 3D. And so what we positive that we can do in the 3D, invocation, yes. Ceremony. Now, this could be the ceremony for the moon. Also, this could be, being very positive, bringing forth what we desire. Also, it could be that we stay positive in the way of, even through our communication, keep it on a positive level. Yes, you may say, this is how I feel, but keep it on a positive level, a resolution type level of this is what I'm going through, but I'm working through it. And it's not your fault. Okay? And you're invocating positivity and the dreams that we have and the justice, all of these things coming to us in the 3D. Divine energy surrounding us in the 3D to be aware of. Release. Still helping us release any of this karmic energy that's going on. Release the emotions surrounding the decisions we made in the past that created us to go on a certain path that divided us and we went and chased and ran and all those things, right? Release all of that so we can make better decisions within our 3D right now. The I can never say it. autumnal equinox. I did it. So releasing all of those things to help us then start off new with that magician energy within our union, and for the masculine to release any control that the ego has on the situation, taking time to go within and be more heart-centered. And the feminine, anything that's holding her back, to realize that this union is amazing with that sun arcana, right? That everything can work out and be wonderful again, because we're going to make a better decision. Release any negativity surrounding the past so we can make that better decision. And the outcome energies in the 3D to be aware of. The first one is blessings. Blessings. We will have those blessings in the 3D, okay? They're all there for us. If we go through this and we make those better decisions and we don't fall back into past patterns, we will step into these blessings. Stand up for what you believe in, and that is the union. That is your masculine. Choose your masculine. All right? Maybe in the past that's not what happened, so do it this time, no matter what comes around you. Then other outcome energies to be aware of. Yep, communion. Coming together. Coming together, closer together, realizing, oh, this is what's going on. In the past, I might not have chosen my masculine. I might have said, well, this looks better because I'm tired of waiting on him to make a decision. Don't do it, because this is what's coming. Communion, it's all coming to you. Keep your eye on the masculine, the prize, the union, okay? This is for both. Keep your eye on this because it's coming together for our blessings. Because when we come together, we receive our blessings. So this is kind of like a darkness, not necessarily knowing what's coming to us and what's going on and how to do, but know that we're going to do things differently so we can receive these blessings in our 3D. All right, what romance-wise is hanging around this week for us to take advantage of? Angels are being a little stubborn. They usually pop up and out. Whoa, like that one just did. All right. Woo. All right, you heard me. Okay, so basically relationship with love this week, dealing with romance. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Yes, having respect for yourself in the way of, this time around, feminine, being able to say, I'm choosing me, but I'm going to do it in a nice way. I'm going to choose myself, and that shows self-respect. So the masculine then respects you a little bit more on that level, will listen to you. It's the way you present it, okay? So saying, you know what, I can't, yes, I love you and these things go on. And sometimes, you know, we're compassionate, we're putting that love out there, and we can seem somewhat, maybe that was some of the past energies that we were kind of being taken advantage of, and the masculine didn't feel we were strong enough, and just, you know, I mean, who really wants to be with a wimp if they see it that way? But this time it's more like, this is how I feel, I love you, but this is what I would like to do differently, okay? And so for the masculine, it's also choosing himself within these karmic relationships, choosing the divine masculine energy so it can help him be stronger to get away from those energies. And you'll be more romantically attractive in general. So the more the masculine steps into his divine masculine and doesn't look like a victim of the karmic energies, the more the feminine will be attracted. So this is what's happening this week. The past energies to be aware of surrounding romance, worth waiting for. That divine timing was at work. It's still at work. And like I've said, we're stepping within it. We are moving with that divine timing because the feminine has been doing quite well. I feel her energy, allowing the divine to guide and just allowing them to lead and taking those steps that they are giving us. But we let the divine know what we would like and then be open, try not to control it, allow them to then give us the steps and lead us. Okay, that's still there from the past. We're still doing it this week. And the energies to be aware of in the present with romance, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Yes, this is a new love. We're realizing that. We're doing things in a new way. We're communicating better. We're being more caring on both ends, all right? Being more objective in the way of, instead of getting so upset over these things, realizing, okay, this is what was in our past. It's happening again. How can I do this differently? I need to explain it. Because at the time when it did happen, we had no idea what was going on. So we're really ego-centered and we're like, forget this. I'm not doing this. And then now we have a little bit more trust. We've spent so much time trying to work on ourselves and do all these things and realize, okay, we're going to do this in a new way. Right? This is a new love, a new communication, a new balance, a better harmony and understanding of one another for this justice, right? And not worrying and having patience, feminine, because this harmony is there and this new love is there this week. So the future energies to be aware of for romance, very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Yep. That wake-up call, that justice for the masculine, moving away from that karmic energy and getting truly what he desires within that abundance, that number 8. And for the feminine, all the wishes coming true and working out. And so, once again, it's clearly deciding what you want. Do you want to make the same mistakes and sit in that, still in that energy, just wallowing in it? It's not going to make you feel any better, feminine. Or do you want to make a different decision and a more evolved decision because we realize better now what's going on so we can make a better decision and not be so egocentric and deal with this because it's coming very soon. We're stepping into it very soon. We'll be balancing out even more so. And what might be holding us back in the 3D when it comes to our romance? Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Yes, pay attention to those things that are poking at us, that are upsetting us to do it in a different way. But maybe we're also paying attention to all the negativity surrounding it instead of realizing this is our chance to make a better situation. To make it a better situation. To react in a better way. And this has to do with the masculine, with any of the karmic stuff that's going on around him. Realizing that whatever the feminine's going through, don't run from it. Be within it and just be the stronger one. Be the stronger one. Pay attention to those red flags. What's coming up so you can help fix it, masculine. Instead of running from it and thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. I am terrible. Why should she be with me? She could have anyone she wants. Realizing, no. She wants you. She's going to keep picking you. She wants you. So obviously you're not terrible. You're wonderful. This is just a situation. Pay attention to those flags. Pay attention to the karmic stuff around you, but in a better way of more strength. When she comes at you, have that strength knowing, all right, she's not upset with me. She's upset with the situation. And look, we're both going to change it for the better. We're going to make a better decision based on the innocence surrounding all of it. We're innocent. We're both innocent. It's a situation. It's this journey. It's the karmic situation, that the illusion going around us. We're innocent, okay? So forgive that. It's healing. It's going to be healed, okay? So there you go. So positive action surrounding romance for us. Engagement. Woo-hoo. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Realize we're ascending to a higher level of commitment. We are making that commitment daily, right, feminine? I choose the masculine. I choose the union daily. And for the masculine, realizing the more you go within, the more you become heart-centered and you let that mind rest, the more you ascend and you go to a higher level, which creates this commitment. So the masculine is becoming more committed. I'm feeling that. With that synergy, coming together in the 3D and feeling more committed within this love, within this union. Putting more time into it, working on it a little bit more. And what we can do to help us move forward with this love and romance is staying optimistic about our love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So keep it positive, keep the faith, like I always say. Invocation is that ceremony in the 3D, so bring in positive, right? Putting out positive and bringing in positive in any part of our ritual. Be positive with what we put out there, okay? Because we have that wishes can come true within the union. We're getting the justice, realizing, stay positive that justice will come, feminine. Review the details, do things differently. This justice is on its way, right? So the divine energy surrounding us having to deal with romance this week. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Once again, they're helping us trust. They're telling us the most important thing we can do now is have faith and trust in this union and trust in our counterparts. They're helping us have that trust. And trust we will make a better decision to come together, to get closer, to have more communication and balance out and work together with this situation. Release any negativity and have this trust. Release anything that is in the 3D, those illusions that is wavering us from this romantic trust. And what the outcome energies with the romance this week, attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So, like I always say, enjoy every moment. Be very grateful, like they've said. Be grateful for what we have. Realize it's helping us. Realize we're being given a huge chance here to go back to these energies and actually do things differently and start over. I mean, many people wish for that, and that's what I'm feeling for us this week, okay? So we will attract this communion within the 3D. We will attract these blessings. We will attract better personal power within our communication, right? And we are attracting this new level of relationship for the masculine and this beautiful, serious commitment and relationship that is healed, okay? Now we're going to go to a weekly guidance from the angels for the masculine. And one for the feminine. Well, I guess the feminine's getting two. For the masculine, so I guess it's most important for the masculine, innocence, beloved one. Everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. And so the masculine is feeling this guilt because these karmic things are coming up. Things don't seem like they're moving forward. They're just getting upset, thinking, oh, I'm not good enough, right? Because we might be feeling those energies, feminine, like, why do I have to go through this again? Well, this is what the angels are trying to tell them. Everyone is guiltless in truth, and no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection, right? So the union is perfection, and it can't be altered. So in order for the masculine to feel all this guilt, let it go. Forgive. Feminine, if you could do anything this week, whatever these energies come up, forgive. Forgive the past. That's one of our things that can be more positive. Try to release it. Take the positive you got from it. Release the negative parts so you can help this masculine feel more innocent in this situation. Because, as we know, it's karmic stuff. It's karmic stuff we agreed to work through. So it's not on him. It's a situation he's trying to work through. So realize that when we get upset. And realize that for the masculine, that forgive yourself. Get rid of the guilt. Get rid of all this negativity surrounding you because you're bringing it up, you're attracting it again. So get rid of it. Understand it, right? And so for the feminine, the weekly guidance from the angels, blessing in disguise. What appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. This is what I was talking about. This happening again is part of an answered prayer. If I would have known then, what I would have known now, what I do know now, how would I do things differently? Where you're getting a chance. You'll understand the reasons behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and in infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. Wonderful. So there it is. They're telling us, hey, it's a blessing in disguise. It's happening again, but we're getting a chance to do things differently. Okay? And listen. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. That's self-explanatory, but it's listening to, okay, this is what's going on, and going within and not the ego, listen within and listen to your intuition and say, what's a way I can do this differently? And some of this we're going to have to get through that ego feminine before we can get to the other side. And so it's not terrible to communicate some things, but you don't necessarily have to do it in a harsh way. But you can also say, but I'm working on it and I realize it, and it's not your fault. Take away the guilt. There's no fault here. There's just what it is and what we're working through and how we're moving forward to understand how to truly be within unconditional love so we can give that gift to the rest of the world, right? to the rest of our planet. Okay, we're going to do the gods and titans to see what kind of divine masculine energy to focus on for the masculine and what he's using this week or can take use of. And then the goddesses and sirens for the feminine, what she can hold on to in that divine feminine energy. For the masculine, Thoth, wisdom. So for them, it's really going within and then using it with wisdom from the divine. He's in his divine energy of wisdom. So that's why I say if the feminine kind of reaches out and is upset in a way, try to be good about it. It's going to be okay because he's in his wisdom knowing this is not a time to run or do something else. I have learned to do things differently as well, and I'm going to do that. And that's why he's going to be able to, I said, he's going to be strong in his divine masculine energy, and that's that wisdom of knowing, okay, it didn't work the last time when I ran away when she got upset with me. There may still be some I don't like myself and guilt and all that, but there's that wisdom of I'm not running. We're going to work through this because it's worth it. The union's worth it. My feminine is worth it. And I'm going to try to work on this with using all the things that he has learned within his wisdom, knowing that doing the same thing again that he's done in the past, that's not going to serve him. So he's taking everything within what he's going through, learning from it and using it in a wise way. That's his divine masculine power this week. And so for the feminine, her feminine power is Amaterasu, self-esteem. Yes, realizing your self-worth. And that's part of this. Part of what we got so upset with back in the day, probably, while we separated, was we didn't feel that we were being given enough. Well, we didn't have enough self-worth, right? Because a lot of times we get treated the way we are treating ourselves. But having that self-worth to realize, I do matter. I matter to my masculine as well. And this is how we're going to work through this. The realization of that. I am worthy of this love, and I am deserving of something better. So now that this situation's happening again, I'm going to sit in my divine masculine energy and say, I deserved better than that. Now we're going to say it in a nice way, and we're going to put it out there in a nice way, and be open to receive it in the divine feminine energies, but realizing our self-worth, that we deserve better in this situation. Before everything fell apart, we did deserve better, and that's why things kind of fell apart, because we weren't treating ourselves with self-worth, and also then we got upset with ego-wise and wanted to step away from it all. Realize your self-worth. Realize that with this feminine energy, we are going to be attracting all of these things that we will then say, I choose my divine masculine. Whatever another man may try to bring your way to try to get you off this path, know your self-worth. Of course, they're all going to be offering you all these things, but only the masculine can offer you what you truly desire. Listen to it. All right. So then we will go on to, let's do some wisdom. What's the wisdom they want us to have for this week? So this will also help with the wisdom of his divine, 3 of them, divine masculine energies, right? Okay. First of all, animal bond. Stand up for all animals. Okay, so we'll look at our spirit animals. We'll stand up strong with that. But stand up for everything around us. Be grateful for everything around us. Be nurturing and grateful for all beings. That's part of our unconditional love. So stand up for all animals is one. The other is 7 deadly sins. Humanity's destructive traits. Realizing humanity's destructive traits, which is that 3D energy, that illusion, and how we've been destructive by being too ego-centered in the past. And this time around, we're not doing that. We're going within. We're letting the divine guide us, right, so that we make a better decision. So we've been destructive in the past when we've been a little too, like I say, human instead of more divine in our more divine energies. So that human energy is that ego. So stepping out of that, okay? And battle of the blues. Take steps toward positive change. And those steps are doing things differently. Getting out of this ego of humanity, right? Which was deadly to our union. It broke us up. We went separate ways. So take the steps towards positive change and stepping away from that. And then I guess we'll look at our animal totem to see, or our runes, to see what to truly focus on and to stand up for the masculine and the feminine. All right, we'll go on to the crystal for the week, for the masculine, and for the feminine. Okay, for the masculine, it is Menelite, the wise feminine. Menelite has a profound connection with Earth, the wise feminine, and priestess power. Didn't we get that priestess card? Yep, high priestess power, so that's going to help him with that. Step into that. It marks rites of passage through womanhood to wisdom. There it is. So through the divine feminine of the high priestess, we get that wisdom for them to stay in a compassionate power when the feminine gets upset, within that toss and that wisdom of their divine masculine power. You are an immortal soul who is an embodied of this wise feminine. Express this through your body and actions. Go deep into yourself to find your connection to Mother Earth. Sit in her womb of healing. In meditation, you heal your soul. Put aside fear and remember that transitions are necessary prerequisites to growth. So this will help with the growth process, moving away from that karmic energy. Honor your sacred sexuality. That's sacral chakra. Mark rites of passage joyfully. Experience a period of gestation. To move would not be beneficial now. Nurture yourself and bide your time. There's that rest card. Take that rest and go within, right? And there was bide your time. There. Withdraw into your inner world to accept necessary change. Make your soul whole and find power allies. You know when it's time for rebirth. Maturation is a progress of growing wiser. The soul and the heart do not age. So there's that wisdom, growing wiser. So this is going to help with their masculine energy, right? Help them with their high priestess energy, and that's masculine energy, and having that balance. And for the feminine, I was feeling this one. I do not know why. I guess because more and more I get messages coming to me. The more I do this, the more gifts I receive. Rainbow Mennonite, and that's to 22, which is 1111, wishes come true. And we have that card, so iridescent rainbow Mennonite bridges this world and the rest of creation. It heals unconditionally and assists the shift to a new level of consciousness. You are a leader. When you raise your vibration, the whole benefits. De-energize old patterns. Release karmic incrustations and toxic dross from your etheric body. This crystal will assist in this. Go within to find your rainbow treasure house. Raise your consciousness to build now supportive structures at every level. Build new supportive structures at every level. Yep, better decisions. This will help us release those karmic incrustations by making those better decisions. Recognize how your soul is maneuvering you onto your true pathway. Apparently, detrimental situations offer soul gifts. Re-examine projects and let go of those that are not for your highest good or that of others. You seeing things from both sides. Always speak true no matter what the cost. But be tactful. What was I saying? So this is going to help us to communicate how we're feeling, but being tactful with it. You have natural healing ability. Focus it wisely. Letting go attunes you to a realm of infinite possibilities. Letting go of the negativity, letting go of the decisions we've made in the past, trying not to do it again. Actually, I'm going to say not try. We're not doing it again. We're making more positive decisions. Because when you say you try, it's just trying. But we're doing, right? Feminine, we're doing it. We've decided and we're doing it. We're along this path. We've come this far. Keep going, as I've always said. So, our flower for this week. Masculine. Whoop. Feminine. For the masculine, purification. The white rose. By purifying your life of negative people, places, and experiences, you attain true peace. So, this is continually what they're doing, clearing that karmic negative energy. So this is wonderful. You have this beautiful feminine energy helping them out to get this wisdom within their divine masculine and helping them purify any of these things that aren't helping them. And I'm feeling for that is this is going to help them not run away. It's just taking away what they used to do in the past and have them sit in this wisdom knowing, all right, that didn't work. Running does not work, okay? We're right back where we were. Let's try this again. Right? So for the feminine, Become the true you. Warta. Show the world who you really are and what you were born to do. This is going to help us with our sacral chakra. This is going to help us when we are attracting all these things to realize what our true, right? Who we really are. It's okay. It's safe to be who we really are within that feminine sacral chakra energy. Okay. We want to attract the things, our abundance and the things that we desire in order to keep moving on this path. So we want that. So we can't just block one thing. And, you know, like if you shut down, then you shut down all of that. So when these things come at us where people are coming toward us because we have all that energy out there, know that we have the right to say, no, thank you, and let it go. Release it. Okay. And then the other things we can say, yes, I would love to receive that. So become the true you. This is going to help you to have that strength to become who you really are in order to attract what you truly desire, but also know that you can say no to the things you do not want that you may be attracting through that, and yes to the things you do. All right, so let's do a Fool card. Because we are a fool this week, I feel. We have to be a bit foolish in order to, once we're in the same situation, not get, you know, be able to make a different decision. So when we get into these energies of, oh gosh, why is this happening again? I'm such a fool to do this. Yes, well, focus on this. The fearful for the masculine. That's number 19. So that's the union. So the fear within the union, laugh at your fears. Yes, I'm feeling this for the masculine. You're fearful because, oh no, I'm doing something wrong again. I'm not good enough. All those energies, laugh at it. Know that, no, there's nothing wrong. The feminine might be feeling these issues, but a little bit, but she realizes now it's going to be okay. And you have these, you're within the union. Do not fear whatever is going on within your union. Do not have fear. It's not going to, things may feel the same, but it's going to work out in a different way. So laugh at your fears, knowing, forget this. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to go back in there and to hide and to run away in the fear that you're not good enough. Laugh at it. Say, oh boy, here it goes again. I've done it again. Right? And for the feminine, we have the helpful. Ask for help. Yes, ask the divine for help. Even you're asking the masculine for help in a way by saying, this is how I'm feeling again. This is so upsetting, but I'm working on it and I'll get through it. And then he will be helpful by saying, you know, me too. We can both do this. So realize, yeah, you can put yourself out there. And if in contact, if not, do it in the 5D. But know that your emotions, it's all in energy. And if you put that energy out there, he's going to be feeling it. But I promise you this time around, he's going to be stronger not to make the same decision. Just like worry, we are not going to make the same decision. So let's go on to our animal, which we're going to really pay attention to, which they asked us to. For the masculine and for the feminine. Okay. The masculine again has gotten that skunk. And that's good because that's that boundary he needs with the karmic situation. So he's getting rid of anything in the past, putting that behind him, anything that's not worth it, stinky, he's putting it out there. It's giving him that boundary. He's going to have that boundary again. And the boundary of he's not going to allow anything to upset him like it used to in the past, so he would hide and be fearful. So you want to respect that. What did it say? Stand up. Right. Stand up for your boundaries, masculine. That's helping you. The skunk will help you to stand up to still have those boundaries and to realize that, yes, things can be different. I can stay within my masculine power, within that wisdom, knowing it's going to be different and change and move forward. Okay. And mating. Relationship. Having a better relationship. Focus on. All it says is mating. I don't even know what the heck. As you know, you all, I really just get messages. A lot of times I don't read the books for the messages that comes with the cards or these things. But I may put in the description what is in the book. Okay? So for the feminine, realize relationship. The relationship you have with your ego that created the situation, and the relationship you could possibly have within your union if you make a different decision with your masculine. All right, so there's Ganesha. blockages he's taking away, and what he's giving us this week is cultivation. And that is a 1. Cultivating what we truly desire now through communication. So he's taking away anything that's stopping us from communicating and opening up anything that we can communicate about to cultivate a better relationship, a better balance, a better union, and a better path that we're on. I feel like we are now at a crossroads, and we can take that path that we've always traveled or a new one. And let's step onto that new one, right? Cultivate something new. Bring it into us. Invocation. Bring it toward us with this attraction. Attract the new, right? This new love, this new trust, and this strength within our union. All these union energies that we can step up into to keep us going and keep us strong. All right, everyone. I think this is, I don't even need to sum it up. This is a very strong week. There's a lot of energies that are going on around us that are going to push our buttons, but as we know now, we're going to make that better decision. We're not going to fall back into what we used to do. We're going to make that better decision. And we're going to totally get the help from the divine during this whole process, and even be able to discuss it with our counterpart if need be, just being compassionate about it and knowing that what we're putting out there to the masculine can make him feel insecure and upset, but try to realize that and nurture him in the way of saying it's really not your fault. We're all innocent within this. It's just what's going on around you that is upsetting me, but I'm working on it. Okay, so he's not going to run away when we communicate. He may feel this guilt and everything, but that's for us to say, it's not your fault. It's what's surrounding you that upsets me. I love you. I care for you. You are my masculine, and as always, feminine. Keep thinking of the divine masculine as your true strength, divine masculine, and he will then become that. Allow him to become that. Take away any negativity surrounding him and how you feel in this situation this week, because it's all going to be coming at you. But no, it is your chance to make a better decision and to step on a better path towards your union. Okay, everyone? Hope you have a great week. Stay strong. This is going to be one that's going to shake us up, and it's fiery and it's happening. So let's really focus on this reading to help us be guided through that. And also, as I've been saying, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, donating especially, and everyone has been reaching out for readings. Thank you as well. If you would like a reading, I'm here for you. A healing, I'm here for you. During these times, it is really can be difficult to know what type of decisions to make along these lines, so reach out if you would like any help. So until I see or you see me in the moon reading, take care and share the love.